Hello, Pastor. So I have a question today, and really been on my mind. Last week, the moment of life, we I learned about the power of consistency, and I understood that on the pathway to destiny, consistency is key. Consistency is power. So I want to understand um, how do I cope when I have started something, I continued with it for over a year and some months. I kept doing it, and then after some time I just stopped. I want to understand, is it that when I maybe resume that, I'll have to start afresh, or I just don't know. Can you just throw more light on how to stand up on my feet when I've been consistent for a while and then there was a break?
So the answer is no, you're not going to go back to the beginning. Alright? Just like an athlete who is running a race and then suddenly falls. You don't have to return back to your mind. Okay? You have to stand up, and then you may need to double your pace, increase your speed to be able to catch up. Okay, because you're behind. Not like you're going back to the beginning. You just have to increase your speed from where you are to catch up, so that you can be where you are supposed to be. Okay, just like First Timothy 4:8 spoke about bodily exercise. If you go to the gym and you begin to gym there and there for a period of time, your body will increase size. Now, if you stop after a given time, you return back to a smaller size. See, but the difference between you and somebody who had never done that before is that when you begin to do, you become bigger faster than that other person, because those spaces have already been created. Okay, so you're not returning back to the beginning, but you have to double your pace. Now, on how to go back and start, listen, if you were very studious before, or you were very prayerful before, suddenly you're not studious, you're not prayerful. The only way to go back is to force yourself. Right? Now, when you used to pray, let's assume you pray for 20 hours per day. Let's do 5 hours per day. You pray for 5 hours per day. So our audience won't get scared. Let's assume you pray for 5 hours per day, and then suddenly you no longer pray, and you've done 8, 9 months, 10 months without prayer. Do you think if you come back to pray for 5 hours, it's going to be easy? No. It's going to be more of a labor. It's going to be difficult. The first 30 minutes you're tired. It's going to be difficult. But if you want to return back there, you start by discipline, which means you set a prayer time, and you will not leave a prayer room until that time is complete. No matter how tired you are, even though you don't have anything to pray, just be there speaking in tongues. When you know that even though you're no longer praying by the Spirit, keep praying. That's what we call labor. I labor in prayer. The more you keep doing that and keep doing that, your body will get used to it. Your body will adjust to that. When it comes to study, let's say you study for 16 hours and so on and so forth. Now, this is you, but suddenly you've not studied for a long time. When you pick the Bible, the Word of God, as something to study, you may fall asleep, especially when it's a spiritual material. But this is where you have to, sometimes you stand up and you begin to walk around just studying. You're just trying to get back to the way you were. You have to force your body to get used to what it used to be like. Okay, if you used to fast before and you've stopped fasting for a long time, the day you try 3 days, you'll be so tired. Whereas initially you can go for 20 days, 30 days, even 100 without getting tired. But now you've not fasted for a very long time. 2 days fasting, your body will be shaking like this. But you have to be. The difference between you and somebody who had never fasted before is that you know how the pains could be. You know how it feels. That person doesn't know. So to that person, all the sensation, all the feelings, all the pains are strange. To you, it's not. Just that you're a bit tired. You cannot wake up with fire. You have to light the fire. So there is this quote I learned while I was a young lad on the prayer mountain, said like that. Somebody said, if you wake up in the morning and find somebody great, know that he didn't sleep at night. So there is no revival without homework underneath. There were people that walked behind the scene. Alright. The Bible said the children of Israel knew the works of God, but Moses knew his ways. What they see is the miracles. But there is another dealing that takes place behind the scene. So you have to force yourself. God bless you. I hope you got it. go and light your world.